Transmissions are very powerful. They are light frequencies, light codes, and our transmissions are there to awaken and activate the DNA. So, I was talking about this with our Peru group. I sent an email out today, but this time is about embodiment and moving from the mind into the heart. And the tablets we're working with today are tablet 6, which talks about alchemy and magic, the key of magic. And the key of magic, in what Thoth says, is that you've got to drop from the lower mind into the higher mind, out of the ego and out of the fear, into remembering that you are masters, you are magicians, cosmic magicians, and you have the ability to create your life and create the life with your words, with your actions, with your intentions, to remember that gift that you have and to use that every day. Like, step into your higher mind and create your realities through that. Now, in the times of Atlantis, we were not embodied. Like, we were still using our mind. We had all these technologies, but we were not fully embodied. And our Peru trip was all about, we had ceremonies every day through 19 days, sitting on the land, sitting with Pachamama, sitting with the mountains, in sacred ceremony with the shamans, opening portals, connecting, aligning within, dropping everyone into their hearts. It was very, very special, but the retreat was all about embodiment, out of the mind into the heart, out of the mind into the heart, into the soul, because that's where your soul technology lies. And in Atlantis, we got into our minds, we got into the ego, we started to play with technology, with the mind. And this is the point we are in at this time in the world, with AI, with our technologies, and with all these soul gifts that are coming online. It's like, whoa, what do we do with it? And we can get very much into the mind and thinking, I'm this amazing being and I can do this with it. But really, we have to remember why we are actually back for this lifetime. We've come back to put the, to rebalance the scales, to go beyond Atlantis, to be embodied in our soul light, and to evolve and transcend what we couldn't transcend before. So this is that lifetime we get to do that. So this is about embodiment, heart consciousness, unity consciousness, remembering why we came back, and using our technologies and our gifts to support the expansion and evolution of humanity. This is really key. Technology in the wrong hands, we know what happens. And we are also gifted that we are to use our technologies, our wisdom, to support the expansion of humanity. So this is the time of embodiment, and this is why the Emerald Tablets are coming through. But this is one of his biggest teachings, embodiment. Like, Tablet 13 is about life and death. And he says the way to transcend, and move into the higher templates and into the eternal templates is by keeping your inner flame alight, your inner sun, like continuously learn, continuously grow, continuously expand your consciousness. Remember the light within, remember your soul, and keep expanding that light, expanding that light. I have this gift that I can see people's age and when they're going to pass, right? It's been a few years. I started to notice. And so I experienced something this summer where I had to pull back my energy. It was being pulled by a being. And I had to pull my energy back, and I came back into myself, and I chose the mystery, and I chose the unknown, and I came back to my power. And I created that deep safety and sovereignty within myself. What I noticed and I saw was my age went up by 10 years. So now I've increased my age by 10 years. And you can do this through your consciousness by choosing to come back to your sovereignty, to anchor your soul in your body. You can increase your age. Tablet 13 is about that. You can increase your lifespan by increasing and evolving your consciousness, expanding your light, receiving frequency, receiving transmissions, embodying your frequency, holding that vibration. And this is mastery. This is alchemy. This is mastery, which is why 6 and 13 are going to work together. Like, your mind has got to support your consciousness. You can't take your mind back into the lower mind. If it goes into the lower mind, we are human. we got to take it back up, and we got to step back into our higher mind, and create our reality, you know, and build the template and the vision of what we truly desire. And sometimes we can say, oh, but that's not possible, it doesn't work. It absolutely works, but it requires continuous inner work and processing and changing and listening to your thought patterns, listening to how you're feeling, and going to those deepest places where there is a place within you that is not believing it. So today he wants to work with that, the mind and our higher mind and our lower mind. So you will be working with the masters of light. Then we're going to work with tablet 13 that talks about the consciousness of the soul expanding. You moving through consciousness and into the eternal templates requires you to keep expanding your light, embodying your soul light, embodying and learning. And this next phase and this next chapter we're moving into is all about higher knowing, higher knowledge. It's about taking it to the next level of mystery schools, higher learning, more alchemy, more magic. This is what we're going to step into as we move into the higher templates. So it's exciting, but it's also to remember and ground your magic within you. Like, stay grounded, stay humble. I always say stay humble. Remember you're working, co-creating with the divine, with Mother Earth, and stay aligned with that template so that you are sovereign, you are aligned, you are balancing the polarities of, you know, the masculine, the feminine, the mind and the heart. You're bringing them back into center. When you balance your polarities, you align with source, you use your higher mind, you will ascend. You will ascend into incredible vibrations. And this is what Thoth says, embody that, and you will also expand your lifespan, your physical lifespan, by years, like years. Here in the halls of Amenti, you will find a flower of life that will now arrive in the center of the halls and space. Here in the halls of Amenti, the masters of Amenti have overcome death by mastering vibration at the highest level. Here in the halls of Amenti, Thoth learned secrets of the universe. Here in the halls of Amenti, we connect with the inner earth dimensions. Here, dear ones, in the halls of Amenti, we meet the immortal lords and masters of light. Radiant beings, guardians of cosmic law, sit here in the halls of Amenti.